It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Buccaneers' superstar cornerback, who has picked up 35 tackles so far this season. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons under the lights on Monday night.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup. All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Bro, he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry.
There we go. Come on now, y'all.
And forget about finding
Come on now, y'all.
He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Huntley.
Get to him. There you go, Brooks.
Falcons get there for the sack. Jordan Brooks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum,
I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we got an injured Buccaneer. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
I got this. I got this. I got this.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I doubt I'll get 4K, but 3K is enough.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be out of bounds.
3K is what I'm looking for.
The Falcons at 5 and 10 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Play number 7 now coming up on the
I wish I knew how to
3rd and
motion
5.
in this game. I don't know how to motion.
Robinson on a give right side. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
We're going for it. Screw it. Come on.
They'll run for it with
It
Robinson.
works.
And he works his way through.
It works.
Down to the outskirts of the red zone. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this
I
day,
thought he was
they want to
tired.
run
I guess
the
he's
football.
not.
They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
For the 4th. For the 4th.
Robinson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old.
Both,
this is
oh my God, both of their left tackles.
Anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
On second down, here's Huntley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to run more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Come on.
They go play action with Huntley. It's caught by Mike.
Bro, ain't no. Oh my God.
He's this down near the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Opting to run again here with White. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up.
Wee-wee!
It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might walk for one over his head. This is
Wheelie again!
They sack him back right around the 30. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out.
Oh my God, that was so close. Oh my God, that was so close.
I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury.
Oh my God, that was so close.
You can depend upon, partner,
Come on.
because he hasn't missed
Come
all
on.
year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so.
I thought I had
right?
to,
Because
yeah.
we've seen times like
I saw the animation, was like, oh, I have to.
Carry the ball the way down, and then Cam is such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
That's not the play I
Now the
called.
Falcons
What
going
the
to use
hell?
one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we
That's not
step
the
aside
play I
here
called.
in this 2nd quarter.
It's obviously not the play I
Back-to-back
called
good
because I
plays
always
have
play
them on
the,
the
use
move
this
on
play against
1st
the
down.
CTO. Against anybody, but
They'll run
nonetheless.
again here with Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Cool, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On Huntley to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy,
good
he doesn't
hit,
drop many like
good
that
hit.
one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Huntley working from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Come on, y'all.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 155 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. B.J. Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring or pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On third down, a run from White. And down he'll go at the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big, because
they're focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
Come on.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
Come on, y'all.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll get it inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. second down and a run by Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On third down, here's Dillon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Knocks this one to the post. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's
What's the block my kid?
Everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 to throw Huntley. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 245 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage.
No, you got to keep that block.
Right now,
We're fine.
And now they're in the hurry up. Hand off now to Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Let's get that touch. Finish it. Here we go. Check pink.
Dillon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Dillon again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Come on, man.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
I'm on that ass like Tommy is on Dean.
Is an empty one.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this will be good for a pickup of 9
y'all
to
can
the
run
46.
all you want. Burn that clock, baby. Burn that clock.
There, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's perfectly fine. Burn that clock.
Perfectly fine.
I love it.
A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Huntley off of play action. This is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Huntley now bootlegging it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Good. That was a great route, too.
Second down throw for the
that was a great route, too.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum.
Come on.
By forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Get them. Oh, A-Hutch.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Oh, illegal block in the back.
One man to beat, and he takes it all the way, but
Illegal block in the back. God
flag down, so
damn it.
hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Yup, on bitch-ass Matthews. On bitch-ass Matthews.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Running left is Dillon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. On second down, Dillon.
Running right through it.
Oh, I won
field
last?
and just shy of the 40.
Bro, oh my God, I swear, Matthews. Versus Bergeron.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Again, it's Dillon.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Pushes him over. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so
we're just going to go for it. Screw this.
They'll run for it with Dillon. But he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Switch, yellow. Ready?
Running right, here's Dillon.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They love the idea
Oh,
that they
yeah.
can take the
I'm
air out of
looking
the
forward to it.
football
Let
at
me
this
truck
point in
you
the game.
or not.
That means
Let me
they're
truck
really
you
counting
all.
on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
Come on, man.
Taking
Let me
care
truck
of the
'em.
football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Hurry, hurry. Hut, hut.
To the right side, this is Dillon.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8.
Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
Dang,
Just a couple
still
on
tired.
the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about
I
6.
really do be running him into the ground,
Give a lot of
bro.
credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really
I really
well on
do
the
be
ground
running
the
him into the
entire
ground.
game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage
okay.
to the 9. That'll
That's
make it
perfectly
4th
fine.
down after a loss of 1. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Huntley. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
4th inches.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed
Yep,
fist
they're
of
going
the
for it.
referee.
They're going for it.
And that means 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's caught. This is White. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Roll, check. Bronco switch.
They run the draw play. This is White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 3rd down. Here's Huntley now. Being chased out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Huntley. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw here, Huntley.
Bro, what? He just stopped.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
He just stopped.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Okay.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
He's still... Oh my God, bro.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Come on, set. Ready.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run once more with Dillon.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and run for it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 17 yards on 4th.
Let's go.
For much more from your offense there. First down.
Ooh-wee.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one.